Scotch bonnet and habanero peppers belong to the same plant genus. In fact, they're cousins. The Scotch bonnet originated in the Caribbean islands, while habanero peppers have been harvested from the Amazon basin up to Mexico for centuries and first appeared in the Yucatan. Now, both Scotch bonnet and habanero peppers belong to the capsicum Chinese species. After the Spanish conquest, both peppers made it to every continent in the world and transformed local food culture. Both peppers grow in warm, dry climates. However, Scotch bonnet is a little bit more resistant and is easier to grow. While both of them have a similar taste, Scotch bonnet peppers are said to be a little fruitier as compared to the habanero peppers that are a little bit more smoky and have a bitter, earthy taste to them. Now, these peppers are also a great source of vitamin C. Every single pepper actually contains a total recommended dose of your daily intake of vitamin C. In addition, each also has vitamin A, iron, potassium, and calcium. Come on now, let's head to my kitchen and use these beautiful peppers in an amazing recipe. And welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Dr. Haffizulla. I'm so excited about what we have to make today. We are making Caribbean citrus habanero chicken skewers. Now you can make this with any protein. Today we're going to use chicken. I've been marinating this chicken for a little bit of time, and you've got the recipe already online, but you could use any protein with this. Now, usually when I'm making skewers, I have a lot of prep. My kids come by, all 4 of them, and my husband too. They come by and they eat all of my prep. So I always make sure you chop up extra, okay? So we're going to start here with looking at what we have laid out first. And we're going to create like an assembly line to make it easy. One more thing I wanted to make sure that we talked about was making sure that you kept, if you are using chicken or meat, keep that separate from the vegetables. And we want to make sure that those juices don't contaminate the vegetables. Because if you don't end up using all your vegetables, you might get salmonella poisoning, and I want to prevent that for you. So I'll show you a little quick and easy way that you don't have to use your hands while you skewer, and just keep your grill ready. So let me just keep this grill nice and hot while we start to assemble, because as we start to assemble our chicken skewers, we're going to put them straight on the hot grill. Are you ready to cook with me? All right. Now, I like to use my reusable metal skewers, but you can also use some wooden skewers. You can grill this outside. It is a little hot today, so we're using a nice hot grill pan. If you're going to be using the wooden skewers, soak them in water first, especially if you're going to be using an open pit or a grill with a fire, because you don't want the sticks to burn, okay? So I'll leave those on the side. You could choose to add in, if you have little cherry tomatoes, like I have a couple of them here, you can just cut them in this fashion right here, and we can include those. I had a couple of these cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes left behind after my kids finished snacking on all the rest, and we're going to include just a few of these in some of the skewers. So I'm going to just cut these off to the side right here and just leave them here for a second. Those can serve as almost like the plug at the end of my skewer. So what I'm going to do first is, and you can alternate your bell peppers, your onions, the pineapple, however you choose. You can choose to either make it all, look the same, or me, I like to mix it up. I want you to see like a rainbow of colors. So this, as I said, the chicken has been marinating for a little bit. So I'm not actually touching it with my hands. There's no contamination there. You can pick up now the rest of the veggies and just thread them through. This is this nice piece of pineapple over here. We're going to use a little bit of bell peppers. Just push that right through. We can put another piece of chicken. You see right here, I'm just going to grab another piece of chicken and make sure that that's skewered all the way through. Drip your juices straight in there. We're going to alternate some colors. So now I have a red bell pepper over here, and we can put even a little bit of an orange pepper right next to it. And why don't we throw in an onion? The onions, you could use any kind of onion. I'm using some white onions here. And then I'm going to put another piece of chicken right over the top. Just let it skewer all the way down into this area. Just like that. See that? You can use some more pineapple if you choose. If you have any other fruits available, like mangoes, those are wonderful. And we can cap off the top with another tomato. Now, there we go. Just like that. Look how gorgeous that is. Now let's make sure our pan is nice and hot. I am going to just make sure that I have some oil that's either drizzled on my pan or spread, and you should hear a little bit of a sizzle. Now you could, if you want to put this on a plate, make sure it's a separate plate, separate from your veggies, so that you're not contaminating your vegetables. This pan looks like it's nice and hot. I'm just going to lay this one down. You hear that sizzle? That's what we want to hear. Let's start to build some more. Put another tomato over here. Now this cutting board over here, I'm not going to contaminate it with any of my other vegetables because my pair of tongs was on the top. So you have to make sure that you keep it nice and safe. This is like summer in the kitchen, right? You can put some onions in here. You can use whatever you have available. This is a beautiful part, a good way to use up some of your leftovers and to eat your colors. This is so packed with beautiful protein and vitamins and minerals in there. See that? Just want to make sure that the chicken gets on there. You can build these however you choose. Let's put some orange on there as well. And you can add some more chicken. Use a firm fish if you choose to use some fish. You don't want something that's going to flake apart on you. Okay, I'm going to put another pineapple piece over here and then cap it with a little tomato. Look how beautiful that looks. There's the next one on there.
Why is CVS Pharmacy America's choice for vaccinations?
Because we all got the COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot. And I can make the appointment right here.
Save time, schedule online. No wonder CVS Pharmacy is America's choice for vaccinations.
I'm going to put it also this way. I'm going to use a clean pair of tongs. Sort of turn them a little bit. See that? Oh, look at those beautiful grill marks on my chicken. Look at that. Oh, that's what you want to see. Look how stunning that is. Make sure they have enough space. Right? These need to sear a little bit longer. I'm going to leave this over here. We're going to get started with our marinade. Remember, in the recipe, you'll see that we reserved a little bit of the soy and orange with all the seasonings in there, that marinade. I'm going to put a little bit in my pan over here. Hear that sizzle? We're going to put in some of the pineapple juice from the fresh pineapple right in there. And to this, we're going to add a little bit of your favorite hot sauce. You know me, I have my Trinidad hot sauce everywhere I go. We make that. It's a recipe from my mom and my kids, all of them. My 3 girls and my son all grew up with so much spice in their life. They always amp up dishes to the next level, and this is a favorite to add to almost everything. So it's Scotch bonnet peppers and a few other secret ingredients that I'll share with you over the course of the season. You're going to add that in there just depending on how spicy you want this marinade to be. And we're going to take that, just give it a little bit of a stir. It doesn't need anything else because remember this has all of the seasonings from the marinade that we used for the chicken. Okay, we'll let it boil down just a little bit. I'm going to just turn my chicken. Here, look at that. Look how delicious these are. Oh, look at the grill marks on the pineapple. Oh, incredible. Wish you could smell the kitchen. We'll have to make sure we have technology available for that, right? So there we go. And you see how the tomatoes are like nice caps? I like sometimes for the vegetables can sometimes, you know, get a little bit more wavy and might fall off. So I kind of stack those together and it tends to give a nice intense char, which is amazing. So we're going to turn these. We're going to make sure that the chicken is cooked about 1.5 to 2 minutes on each side, just like this. Now I'm going to actually take some of my marinade. This is now looking very nice. And we're going to drizzle a little bit on the top. Or you could just use a nice basting brush over here and just baste it over the top of each one. Give it some additional flavor. How delicious that looks. Here we go. Love it. Just like that. And it's going to actually pick up some, it's going to deglaze the pan a little bit and get some of those gorgeous flavors from the very bottom of your pan in here. Okay, this is almost done. Look at that. And you can continue to keep your marinade that you're going to use almost like a little bit of a glaze on the top. Keep that going. But you notice that I only started, and I like to make sure that I start doing the glaze when my chicken is almost cooked all the way through. That way I don't have raw chicken juice on my baster as I am, using it over there. But you want to be very mindful of those pieces. I'm going to use it. Now it's thickened and it's caramelized beautifully. That's going to keep it juicy and flavorful. And we're ready to plate that. Imagine that. That's all we needed. See that? Everything is going to be delicious on there. So I'm going to leave that here. And I have prepared a plate with some kale and a red cabbage slaw. So many antioxidants in here. Lots of fiber. Very heart healthy. Your body will love you. So you can use this, and then we're just going to place these straight over the top. Look at that. Look how gorgeous these are. Right over the top. Beautiful. All 4 of them. We put another one in the middle here. Okay? And there we go.
Special thanks to our sponsors: Aetna CVS Health, American Heritage School.
And I have some whole wheat tortillas. You can toast these up. You can actually use a little bit of the red cabbage slaw or any vegetables you have. Actually, my inspiration for this was Haitian pickles. They use green cabbage and actually all the same ingredients. I have peppers in here, some carrots, some more Scotch bonnet peppers or habanero peppers, some black peppercorns are in here as well, some vinegar and some lime juices in here. And that stays in your fridge and it's incredible, let me tell you. So I actually like to serve sometimes some of my skewers right on top of here. Remember what I told you before about making sure you use up some of your ingredients? Well, our grill is still hot and ready to be used. So yes, we have some skewers, but I'm going to put some of this chicken straight on there and let it start to cook down. So actually, if we pour the marinade over here on the top, it's going to help deglaze the pan. And that's what we're going to do. Pour it right over the top. Keeping that separate. We're going to throw the rest of our ingredients in. Gorgeous peppers. See, no waste. We're using it all up, right? I'm going to turn up my heat a little bit here. And just throw in these gorgeous peppers, the onions. We've got multiple colored peppers over here. And you can even throw in some of the pineapple. As much or as little as you like. Okay? So I'm going to just put in just a few of the pineapple pieces here, just because it gives you another level of flavor, that's sweet, savory, and spicy, all those combinations together. Okay? Let's put this here. And now, give this a little bit of a toss. See that? Right in the same pan. It's picking up all the same flavors. And the reason I'm showing you this is, if you do have those whole wheat tortillas, you can either serve your skewer straight on the whole wheat tortillas, or you can just use some of this chicken that you're cooking up nicely, right? Let that cook down a little bit. You notice that the chicken was cooking nicely here. Good. All right, everybody, we're back. I'm going to be making that beautiful drink for you. It's a celebration of a Dominican drink. It's an orange creamsicle drink, Morir Soñando. It's actually to die dreaming is what it translates to. And it really makes you get that feeling of just being hydrated, happy, satisfied, all of the above, right? Now, traditionally the drink is made with regular milk or evaporated milk. I'm going to be using some almond milk. You can use an almond coconut milk blend, something with vanilla flavor in there. Doesn't have the extra sugar and is non-dairy, right? And to that, I'm going to add some freshly squeezed orange juice. How beautiful that is, right? Imagine this combination, just like that. Look how gorgeous that is, right? And my sweetener of choice is always date sugar. Now, I've talked about coconut sugar in the past, but date sugar is incredibly healthy for you. It has incredible antioxidants. It's literally just dates that have been grounded and pulverized into a powder. So this actually has some good fiber in it too. So we're gonna put just maybe 2 teaspoons worth of date sugar. Because this has fiber in there, you're gonna notice that there is a little bit of a sediment on the bottom of your drink. And that's all right, that's what you want. It is so good for your body, and you can make your own date sugar at home, let me tell you. You just have to dry some dates, shake it up a little bit here, right? And once you dry the dates, you pulverize it in your blender. So let's shake this until it's all combined nicely. Look how beautiful that is. We're gonna take a glass that already has, I'm gonna put some ice just on the very bottom of my glass, because you can serve this nice and chilled. I like to make sure that the orange juice is already chilled, and so is the almond milk, so it makes it much easier on you. And you're just gonna pour this out very nicely. Let's see here. Get this to go down. And you do a nice pour. How gorgeous that is. Orange creamsicle mocktail. No alcohol needed. Stunning, right? And this actually goes really well with the Caribbean citrus Habanero skewers, because the spice from that is tamed by the cream in this. I'm gonna just try a sip if you don't mind. Oh yes, oh that hits the spot. I wish you could be here to taste it with me. Now, looks like the rest of our chicken and the vegetables are done. Look at that. It took in all of the beautiful grill flavors. And so I told you before about having a whole wheat tortilla toasted. You can put some of that beautiful cabbage slaw. Again, my inspiration for this was the Haitian pickles. My kids love it. We just leave it in the fridge now as one of our favorite condiments. And you're just gonna put a little bit of your grilled chicken and the veggies just over the top. And there you have it. You can fold this and eat this. When I was a resident in training, I used to make what I called little food parfaits. So like a jar or a bottle. Look at that. Stunning, right? So if you make these skewers ahead of time, you can actually take a little glass jar and just pull them right off into the jar and top it with some vegetables. Finish it off with some lime juice and your favorite other seasonings and take it on the go. It's a great way to make food, have it with you, and not have to worry about buying something from somewhere else. You know it's healthy, you know what you're putting in your body. Well guys, there we have it. Are you excited? This was an easy dish. It is good with so many different options, and I am so excited. Making some small changes in the way we eat. Because listen, this is our one life to live. Let's live it healthy and happy. So I'm gonna make a toast to you, to good health and long life, everybody. See you for the next episode. Citrus fruits, such as oranges, are rich in multiple nutrients such as vitamin C, flavonoids, and fiber, which can protect your arteries, it can reduce inflammation, and promote GI or gastrointestinal function and health. Also plays a very important role in preventing conditions like diabetes, cancer, neurologic disease as well. Vitamin C is also found in very high amounts in Scotch bonnet and habanero peppers. This vitamin is needed to form and maintain healthy skin, bones, blood vessels, and connective tissues. Vitamin C plays an important role in supporting the immune system and also acts as an antioxidant that might help protect your cells against the negative effects of free radicals, and it fights inflammation.